is the official weigh-in for EFC 49, live from Carnival City, Johannesburg.
And we are live from Johannesburg, South Africa, Carnival City Casino and Entertainment World for the official weigh-ins for EFC 49. We have a jam-packed card, incredible fights, top to bottom, culminating in that fight for the vacant EFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Tinkerbell J.P. Kruger takes on England's Yannick Bahati. We got a bunch of hungry fighters out there, so let's put them on the scale. Let's go to work. This is the official weigh-in for EFC 49.
EFC 49, proudly brought to you by BetExchange.com, the ultimate sports betting bookmaker, in association with GNC Supplements, peak performance down to a science, 7 Stars Energy Drink, the new exclusive energy drink of the Extreme Fighting Championship, RDG, Rex, Dip, and Gearbox, proudly bringing you the Hexagon Girls, AG Mobile, the official mobile and tablet partner of the EFC, Aquavita Mineral Water, pure hygienic mineral water, Fireball number 6, the official shooter of the EFC, and Carnival City, your ultimate carnival experience, with special thanks to the following partners.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for EFC 49. Introducing from my left, EFC President Cairo Howarth. Without him, none of this would be possible. Our EFC matchmaker, Mr. Graham Cardinal, Mr. Vicar Swart from the sanctioning body, my co-commentator Cyrus Fees, as well as our beautiful EFC girl Naomi Das. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, if a fighter does not make his required weight, he will have 2 hours to cut down to his contracted weight. We've got an incredible lineup for you, and we'll kick things off in the bantamweight division between Bill Tusi and Yusuf Hassan. First up to the scale is Yusuf Hassan. $60.6 for Mr. Hassan. And his opponent is Bill Tusi. $61.05 for Mr. Tusi. Our next bout is in the welterweight division between Jeff Madiba and Elaine Elunga. First up to the scale is Elaine Elunga. $76.8 for the commander. And his opponent is Jeff Madiba. $74.25 for Mr. Madiba. Our next bout is in the middleweight division between Mark Humber and Mzondile Hlongwa. First up to the scale is Mzondile Hlongwa. 83.5 for Mr. Hlongwa. And his opponent is Mark Kamba. $80.65 for Mr. Kamba. Our next bout is in the lightweight division between Ntubisi Buthelezi and Sifoso Ngobo. First up to the scale is Sifoso Ngobo. $70.28 for Mr. Ngobo. And his opponent is Mbuthelezi Buthelezi. $73.3 for Mr. Buthelezi. He will have 2 hours to cut down. Our next bout is in the heavyweight division between Wilhelm Strauss and Wessel Mostert. First up to the scale is Wessel Mostert. $118.35 for Mr. Mostert. And his opponent is Wilhelm Strauss. $119.2 for Tiny. Our next bout is in the featherweight division between Brennan Katz and Wesley Hockey. First up to the scale is Wesley Hockey. $65.6 for Mr. Hockey. And his opponent is Brendan Katz. $65.8 for Mr. Katz. Our next bout is in the bantamweight division between Abdul Hassan and JP Bass. First up to the scale is JP Bass. 61 for Mr. Boyce. And his opponent is Abdul Hassan. $60.85 for Mr. Hassan. Our next bout is in the welterweight division between Themba Garimba and Joe Cummins. First up to the scale is Joe Cummins. $77 on the money for Mr. Cummins. And his opponent is Themba Garimba. $77 on the money for Mr. Garimba. Our next bout is in the heavyweight division between Andrew van Zyl and Tomasz Kowalkowski. First up to the scale is Tomasz Kowalkowski. $107.75 for Mr. Kowalkowski. And his opponent is Andrew van Zyl. $118.9 for Mr. van Zyl. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's take a closer look at the two men involved in EFC 49's main event.
JP Kruger's like Jekyll and Hyde. He's one of the nicest guys you could meet in the EFC, but he's one of the most vicious inside the cage. But he hasn't fought since August 2014. That's a long layoff. I don't think Yannick Bahati is going to give him the time to adjust for that amount of ring rest.
Coming back from a long layoff, JP Kruger will step inside the hexagon still confident of getting the victory.
Three things any Virgin can do before he can walk is braai, sokkie and box, bro. I think we're going to go in there. I think the fight's going to start quick. And like you said, he would like to finish at round one, and I think the feeling is very mutual.
With an incredible self-belief and sharpened abilities, Tinkerbell is a fan favorite and a menacing foe.
With that amount of time away from competition outside the cage, it'll be interesting to see if Yannick Bahati will take advantage of that and rush him early on in the first round.
After easily defeating BJJ specialist Warren Ellison at his own game at EFC 45, Bahati now steps into the biggest fight of his life. Armed with incredible power and brutal grappling, Bahati will be confident of claiming the vacant title for himself.
I'm definitely not underestimating the local talent of the EFC, but I do believe I'm on a different level. I believe I'm the best middleweight in the EFC, and I believe I'm much better than JP Kruger.
Will the return of Tinkerbell have the happy ending to his fairy tale story? Or will the Birmingham Beast put an end to the fantasy? It's JP Kruger versus Yannick Bahati for the vacant EFC middleweight title.
First up to the scale is Yannick Bahati. 83.8 for Mr. Bahati. And his opponent is JP Kruger. $83.7 for Mr. Kruger. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with JP Kruger. JP, what can we expect from you coming into this bout?
In Afrika het ons 'n sê ding van berge ontmoet mekaar nooit, maar mans doen. Weet jy wat nee, ongelukkig ons is in 'n sport waar as jy 'n manier het, jy gaan jy maar maniere geleer moet word en ek is baie blessed om vandag hier te wees.
In terms of your training camp leading up to this fight, have you had a good solid camp?
Oh man, super blessed. I've been training with Uncle Leon Haywood with the Pesa with Chris Bright. I've been working with the XKT Pro League guys, with Art Swaff, Huntley Smith, and man, I'm just so blessed in abundance, and man, I'm just so happy to be here and scrap.
Well, best of luck to you, sir. We look forward to seeing the bout. JP Kruger, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with the very fired up Yannick Bahati. Yannick, coming over to South Africa, fighting for this belt. Let us know your thoughts.
My thoughts, I want to say thank you for the crowd for coming out. Make sure you come in tomorrow night and tune in. And like I said earlier, JP is sloppy on his feet. He's a white belt on the mat. I'm going to pressure him and take him out. Like I said before, I'm not just the best middleweight, I'm the best fighter here at the EFC.
Well, best of luck to you, sir. We look forward to seeing the bout. Yannick Bahati, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm standing by with EFC matchmaker Graham Cartmel. Things are getting heated out here, man. You have to be happy about this. The hype is through the roof. How about that main event for that title? That is going to be a heck of a fight.
You know, I want to talk about that fight, but every single fight on this fight card is looking great. JP Kruger's the crowd favorite here. You can hear the fans going crazy for him. Yannick has no respect for him. You saw that. It's going to be a huge fight between those two guys for the middleweight strap.
The heavyweights, how about it? Andrew Bensel, Thomas Kowalkowski. That one has a lot of big implications. Talk about that one.
I'm really interested in that fight. Big fight for that division. Obviously, Andrew, former champion in that division. If Thomas can beat him, it's going to mean big things for him. But the main fight, I mean, did you see Joe Cummins and Tim?
I saw it.
I mean, that was insane. Those guys are going to tear into each other tomorrow night.
All right, give me one fight from the prelims that you think is going to steal the show, that has a chance to go fight of the night.
We've actually made a change in a fight, and I think that's the one to watch. It's going to be Amos. Amos is coming off that card, and we're going to have Jeff Madiba facing off against Elena Lunga. I think that's going to be a cracker.
I'll tell you what, all the way through that card, you did a good job. Give it up for Graham Cartmel, our EFC matchmaker. And that concludes our EFC 49 weigh-ins. It all starts at 8 p.m. Central African time. Check out the broadcast schedule at EFCworldwide.com. I'm Cyrus Fees. We'll see you at EFC 49.
EFC 49. Prepare for universal warfare. South African favorite JP Kruger returns to the Hexagon looking to claim the vacant middleweight title. But the British behemoth Yannick Bahati will do everything in his power to stand victorious. It's Kruger versus Bahati for the EFC middleweight title. A rivalry is set to reignite as the show-stopping Joburg native Brendan Katz seeks redemption against Durban bad boy Wesley Hockey. Plus, England's Joe Cummins goes head-to-head with Zimbabwe's Themba Karimbo. EFC 49, Friday, 13 May. Tickets and broadcast information at EFCworldwide.com.